Big news for the DxO and Affinity community. DxO has finally released an updated version of their Nick collection, and it works natively inside of Affinity 3, so no more workarounds. Now, this update is free for all version 6, 7, and 8 users of the Nick collection. Before you go and hit that download button, there's some things that you need to know about how this works and what's currently missing in the updated version of the Nick collection. Now, first things first, you're going to have to download the updated version of the Nick collection. The easiest way to get this is just to open the Nick collection or any program inside of the Nick collection and then click the prompt that pops up when you do this. For those of you who are using a version that is before version 6, then you're not going to get this prompt because this update only applies to people on version 6, 7, and 8 of the DxO Nick collection. If you like to pick up the latest version of the Nick collection, consider using the coupon code and the affiliate link in the description box below. It's a great way to save money and help the channel out at the same time. Now, as soon as the app opens, you'll notice down at the bottom, we have the Affinity icon as well as this really nice green line. And that's how you know that you are on the updated version and this is running native to Affinity. Now, the main reason we needed this update was so we can get the apply button in the bottom right corner of any plugin that we're using for the Nick collection and send it back into Affinity as a layer. And that's really good, but we're missing a few features, and these features could be deal breakers for even using the update because it will impact the way that you work inside of Affinity Photo 2 if you're still using that as a workaround. Now, what are the features that I'm talking about that are missing? The first one is you're not going to be able to switch between different Nick collection applications. In the version 7 of the Nick collection and 8, if you go to the upper right corner, in the Photoshop version, you have the ability to switch between, let's say, silver effects and color effects if you needed to do that. Weird workflow if you do that, but you could do that. Unfortunately, with the Affinity update that we have right now, you can no longer switch between applications. And this could be a deal breaker for some, and this could be a non-issue for others. But that's something you should be aware of. If that's a workflow thing that you're used to, you're going to lose access to it. Now, prior to this update, we still had the ability to switch between apps, and then you would just export a TIFF file and bring that TIFF file back into Affinity and continue working. But now you don't get that feature, or that capability. So keep that in mind as you start to pick up this new update. Now, the next thing that's missing is really only going to impact those who are using version 8 of the Nick collection. And that's that we won't be able to use the mask that we create inside of each of the Nick collection applications across the Nick collection, primarily because we can't even use that switch to feature. Now, this may not be a big issue for many people, but that is something to keep in mind, that we don't get that functionality anymore, at least as of right now with this version or this update that we're receiving. Now, where this becomes kind of a bigger issue is if you're using Affinity Photo 2 and you did have the ability to switch to and move those masks around, well, if you update, it's not going to work inside of Affinity Photo 2 because the version that you're receiving is going to remove that from the plugin. So just keep that in mind as you work. The good news is if you work in a standalone manner, whereas you just open Nick collection applications and you edit your file and then you switch between them, you'll still have all of that functionality in the standalone or just the desktop version of Nick collection software. Now, I did reach out to DxO and I asked them about the missing features such as the masking and the switch to. And as of right now, there's no clear roadmap of when this will be applied, but it's all due to technical infrastructure of Affinity. So hopefully we will see that in the future, but right now it's just not sure when that's going to happen. If that's something you're concerned with, let me know down in the comment section below. Now, if you're interested in picking up the DxO Knit collection or really any DxO software, again, there's a link and affiliate coupon code down in the description box below. It's a great way of supporting the channel and saving money all at the same time. Until next time, I want you to stay inspired and keep creating. Peace.